So it's beginning to get near Christmassy now, and I have done absolutely nothing Christmassy on my channel whatsoever. And so today, I wanted to change that. And by that, we are going to be building a Christmas tree door in Minecraft MCBE. So behind me here is the design that I should be using anyway. So yeah, and I guess the first thing to do is to actually get started on this thing. And basically this door is made up of a few components from other doors. So for example, here is a 4x3 piston door. Here is a 1x6 piston door. Here is a 2x2, and then up here is a 2x2. So hopefully, my plan is to just combine a bunch of doors. And now that honey blocks have been introduced, it should be way more interesting. So the first thing that I'm doing, I'm just placing in the piston layout here. And what I've done so far is I've literally just going to added all the slime blocks and honey blocks that I think I was going to be using. So yeah, I've got all that in place. Now I just have to go around putting sticky pistons where I think sticky pistons need to go. So the piston layout is in place, and already even the piston layout is looking like a Christmas tree, which is pretty awesome. So on the side here, two sides, we have two triple piston extenders. We have 4 double ones, so 1, 2, 3, 4. They are controlling these two slime block, honey blocks passings. And then we also just have a simple 2x2 piston doors on the top and bottom. So the first thing that I think I'm going to be focusing on is the double piston extenders to both sides. And for this circuit, I'm going with the colour green. I have a green glazed terracotta, as I am working with honey and slime, and some of the blocks will touch that. So yeah, that's why I'm using that. And to start off, so we have the normal 2 blocks there that does not have to be terracotta, and then we have this one here. Like, I'm trying to keep this as compact as I can, because yeah, afterwards, if you guys want, I can give you a tutorial for this thing, as I think this will be a pretty good build to have in all of your creative or survival worlds if you're crazy enough to build this in survival. So on Christmas, if you wanted to, I guess, well, not really Christmas because you're spending time with your family and your friends, but whenever you want to, if you want to go and build this, you can create the festive feeling and also yeah, and stuff like that. Anyway, it's not how a piston extenders work. So you fire this back one here, and then you go ahead and fire this one. That'll be grabbing the block. So you fire this one, you unfire this one, and then you grab these like so, and that will be a problem. So it looks like I'm going to have to move these onto the other side. So that will go there, and then I can have that one there like so. So the first thing that I'm going to be doing, I'm literally just going to have a repeater set to 46 here. Yeah, 46 should do, going into an observer. There we go. So now that is like the final retraction thing. So now all I should have to do, whether or not it's going to work or not, is literally just as simple as this. And because I'm trying to make it as compact as possible, we're going to have to go under here. There we go, just placing 3 like so, add that up. And now if I were to flick this, there we go, see, as you can see, that does the whole extension thing, and it's removed a block for some reason. Anyway, now if I were to undo this, and there we go. Now this can be quicker. Let's just set it to 2. Once again, all the way there and all the way back. Really, now we have a nice big chunk out of the thing, all done and dusted, which is very nice. So now let me just go ahead and copy this thing onto the other side. Copying is all over and all finished, and now we can move on to the blue circuit, and that is going to be these triple piston extenders under here. Now these are a lot more complicated than the standard old double piston extenders, and I've also managed to make these a bit quicker. As you can see, you probably can't tell the difference, but yeah, I just removed the repeater all entirely, and now that thing is running a bit quicker, which reveals a nice chunk out of the door. So yeah, we are about halfway through that already, but then again, that was very simple. And these honey blocks and slime blocks are making things so much easier. No wonder Mumbo Jumbo wanted them so much. I'm pretty sure everybody in the redstone community also did. Anyway, moving on to the triple piston extender. Now how these works is I need to get myself some redstone blocks, as they're so much easier to work with than levers. There we go, so you power this, then you power that, you unpower all of these, and then this is just a double piston extender doing the final last retraction like so. And that is how that thing won't work. But when you're trying to work with a 3 wide space, that could be just a tiny bit complicated. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get to work. What I want to do to try and make this thing a bit more simple is I want to try and use some of the old components from this side with this triple piston extenders. And the first thing that I can do to do that is by removing some of these blocks as they aren't really needed. Well, they are needed, just not for that. And there we go. Now if I were to do this now, like so. Actually, no, this needs a bit of adjusting. So now, let's just say, under here. Oh, this is already getting complicated, and it's going to go up here, like there. There, and then this can also be 4 ticks, like there. And that would work, I think. So now, let's just say we power this. And look at that, as you can see, it has the triple piston extender and the double piston extender working in sync. So now let's try and undo this, what happens. See, and that works well as well, which is all good. All good, it's going really well at the moment. So yeah, I am very happy with that. So now we just have to do this retraction, and then this retraction. So it's this retraction first, and this is powered by, you know what, I have no idea. Anyway, so what we can do, we can take an observer output from here and make that go into a block which is there, and then we can also make it go back round here. See, my builds are so overly what's the word, expensive, because literally all I use is observers. Like observers in every single build, observers everywhere and all of that. Anyway, they are such a great block to use though. Like imagine a world without observers. It would just be painful. So painful. Compared to what we have now, it's so much easier now that we do have observers. So yeah. So that's like that. And then now we just literally need this final retraction here, and to do that, no, that won't work. Like 2 tick, no, has to be like there. Go like round like this, into there, up there, and there. So it is literally observer menu, but I have a good feeling that this will work first try. So here we go, extension, all done, nice and fast, retraction. Okay, now that didn't work all the way. As you can see, it still has a little bit down here, and that's because this one didn't activate. I don't know if it was too slow or too fast, or we just didn't want to and was confusing. So yeah, anyway, I need to try and fix that. And to do this shouldn't be, don't know. I'm not too sure. So now, oopsie, I'm breaking everything. Oh no. So that went like that. Okay. Let's just try it if I have to do something along the lines of this. If this works now. So there we go. No. Okay. So there needs to be more delay on this, like a lot more delay. How am I going to do that? Like, where can I get this much delay from? Unless I can do something along the lines this. Well, that would work, I think. Yeah. Now let's try it. Let's try the extension, all working nicely, and then the retraction. There we go. So that is pretty much the majority of the door all done, I think. So now all I have to do is to copy this side over onto that side, and then literally just do these 2x2, well, this bottom 2x2 one, and that top 2x2 one. So yeah, I'll be back once I copied it over, then we can do the final working out, the 2x2, that 2x2, and literally just linking it up, and that is it. Like, honey blocks and slime blocks are just amazing. Like, they are so much easier to make, redstone so much easier, and I could not be more happier to have them. So yeah, let me just quickly go ahead and copy that blue circuit over onto this side. Copying is once again over and done with. So now, as you can see, both sides are working really quite well. So as you can see, and they both work relatively quick as well, which is very, very nice. So now all that we have to do is do this bottom 2x2, that bottom 2x2, and then link these two sides up together, which shouldn't be too difficult at all. So the first thing, so literally all we have to do is link a wire straight up into that, like so, and that can be from anywhere. And you know what, I think if I were to just do this right there, I think that would work. There we go. Yeah, as you can see, that just worked. Like this, like honey blocks, I keep on saying it over and over again, but I really need to emphasize this. Honey blocks are the best thing ever that's ever been added to the game. Like, why has... Oh, I need that piece of redstone. Why hasn't that been added before? Like, yeah. Anyway, I'm just so happy that they've finally been added. And yeah, they're amazing. I absolutely love them. Yeah, now we can build awesome doors like this without having to have miles of redstone. Like, I was trying to build a 6x6 seamless piston door before, and this was how big it was getting for like half a size. Like, I've done more than that in this, and look how tiny this is. And now also we just have to link like these two sides up together, which shouldn't be too difficult. I'm going to get a different colour out. Let's go with orange. Let's just, which side? Let's do it here. Okay, let's do it right there. And let's literally, all you have to do is take redstone going up like this. And then same on the other side. There we go. And now we literally can just add in a sticky piston with a block on either side, and there we go. That should be the whole done, the whole door even, completely finished. So yeah, now let's just clean this thing up before the big test, seeing if it all works first time. There we go. From this, let's make it all nice. And let's bring the lever to the front as well. This shouldn't be too difficult. Just redstone like this. Okay. First try of the MCBE Christmas tree door. Okay. So that broke, of course it does. There's always a problem, isn't there? It can never be so simple, can it? Okay, so what has happened here is that I've only managed to power this, and I have not powered this redstone, which also does need to be powered. So yeah, now I don't know how I'm gonna manage to power that redstone without making it really complicated. Like, I need to power many things at once, and we don't have any movable object thing either on Bedrock, which is annoying, like very annoying. So I think the only way that I think I could do it is if I were to add a whole other layer on it, but I like it being 3 wide. I don't want to do that. So we literally just have to activate this. How are we going to do that? You know what? I'm going to come back when I think I have a plan. That's if I have a plan. So after a while of thinking and testing ideas, none of them worked. They all had some problem which was turned out to actually be bigger than this main problem is, which is very annoying because that does mean that I'm going to have to extend it out by one block, and I was so happy with keeping the whole thing 3 wide. However, yeah, turns out it's just not meant to be, and I'm literally adding 2 blocks as well. It's so frustrating. Anyway, so big reveal, it all working, but sadly 4 blocks wide. Here we go. Are the closing? Yep. Oh, now, however, that just 4 blocks wide is nowhere near comparable to how cool that closing was. Like, that was so cool, and the opening should be no difference, and all in sync as well. So there we go. Working Christmas tree door in MCVE, awesome closing animation and awesome opening animation as well. Anyway, oops, actually, there we go. It wasn't totally in sync, so now this thing should be even better. There it is, completely all in sync, only 4 wide. Pretty compact if I do say myself. However, I am very, very frustrated with myself that I couldn't manage to keep this 3 wide. Anyway, that is all for me. If you would like a tutorial, then let me know. There should be like a questionnaire thing in the information card below there. Anyway, this is all from me, and I will see you all later.